Hi, today we're going to discuss developing a solid relationship with God. The best relationship you will ever have or ever experience is the one with the one who loves you so much that he has given everything for you. And he's just waiting for you to want him as much as he wants you. In order to have the relationship that he wants to have with you, the first thing you've got to do is recognize that you have a need for him. You need him like you need water. You need him like you need air. You need him. That Isaiah 54 wonderful husband in who our Creator is. When we realize that we can do nothing without him, that with him we have everything that we need, he's more than enough, it creates in us a hunger for him that no one else can fulfill. That void that's in your heart, that thing that makes you long for something that nobody can satisfy. It was there so that you would want him. It's been put in you on purpose so that you would long for him as much as he longs for you. God wants a relationship so with you that he pursues you, much like someone pursuing somebody who wants to get married. He woos you. He sends you little love notes. He sends you little kisses, little things to let you know that he's there for you. And when you begin to respond to those things and realize, this is what I've been missing, this is what I've been longing for, it wakes up that hunger on the inside to go after him. When you go after him, you'll realize that in that relationship, you'll find true fulfillment. And if you're realizing you're unfulfilled, stop looking for it in humans. Stop looking for it in temporary things, but look for it in the one who made you, because the one who made you knows how to satisfy you. He knows how to satisfy every longing, every desire, every urge. And that is the first thing. The first step in developing that relationship is acknowledge, Lord, I need you. And not only need him, he wants you to do more than just need him. He wants you to love him and want him. And again, I keep going back to Isaiah 54 because I myself had that personal relationship with him as my Isaiah 54 husband. And in that, it says in Isaiah 54:5 that he is your husband, which is a wonderful thing. Your husband is your maker. The Lord of hosts is his name. And your Redeemer is the Holy One of Israel, who is called the God of the whole earth. For the Lord has called you, this is the Amplified version, the Lord has called you like a wife who has been abandoned, grieved in spirit, and like a wife married in her youth. And when you realize that God wants you, he has not abandoned you. He looks past all of your faults. He's wooing you regardless. He's the only person who knows all of your proclivities. He's the only one who knows everything that goes on in your mind, everything that goes on in your heart. Looks beyond all of that and still says, I want you. He wants you so that he wants to have that relationship with you so that you can succeed in anything you touch, anything you do, especially as a single mom. The first thing he taught me as a single mother is that no matter what, I may be single as a parent, but I'm never alone. I'm never alone because of that wonderful relationship. And the second thing in having that wonderful relationship and developing it, the first thing you do is you realize there's a need. The second thing you have to do is respond to his pursuit. In responding to his pursuit, when he comes after you, again, just like a regular relationship, when somebody shows you they're interested, you have the whole say on whether or not you want them to keep pursuing or if you're going to go ahead and respond to it and allow them to pursue. Well, when God is pursuing you, he's waiting on you to accept him. He's waiting on you to accept his offer to be everything you need him to be. He's such a gentleman. He won't force himself on you. He simply said, Jesus said, come unto me, all ye who labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. That's him pursuing you. And he wants you to know that you are not alone. And when you begin to realize that you're not all sufficient by yourself, you need him, you'll begin to realize I can go to a place where I can have rest. In this relationship, you can lay every care at his feet. You can lay every burden at his right there, and he's right there to help you with it. He's there to guide you. He's there to hold your hand. He's there to help you when you're afraid, when you're lonely, when you're unsure, when you feel like you want to give up. He's right there. You may not be able to see him in the natural on everything, but if you look really closely, you'll begin to see him in everything. He's right there for you. And the third step in developing your relationship with him is know that you've got to retain that relationship. How do you retain it? Once you decide that you're going to allow somebody to pursue you, you begin to realize, I want to keep this relationship. It's good. It's healthy. Well, if I'm going to keep it, I've got to embrace it. I've got to preserve it. I've got to hold on to it. And by doing that, the rest of that passage in Matthew talks about when he says, take my yoke upon you. That means I'm going to go ahead. Father, I'm going to embrace this relationship. I'm going to allow you to put your yoke on me. Because he said, learn of me. I am meek and lowly, he says. Then he even says, you will find rest for your souls. So if you go ahead and allow him to lay that yoke, you take that yoke, you receive it, you submit to his pursuit, you embrace that, then you'll realize, okay, I don't have to wear myself out. Because the one thing you want to remember is without him, on your own, you will wear out, you will stress out, and you will burn out. So I encourage you to do all you can to develop that relationship with the one who created you. He knows all your inner workings. He knows more about you than you know about yourself. So if you want to learn more about you, how to be able to do what you need to, how to be able to be a successful parent, forget the fact that you're a single parent. Just be a successful parent. Get in that relationship and let him co-parent with you. Or better yet, you co-parent with him. How about that?